Start over. There we go. Hello, buddy. Podcast and stuff. No one's talking, so fuck it. Let's just start.
Oh, really? No,
Yeah.
no, just starting right off the bat.
Yeah.
Not mid-sentence this
Oh,
time.
I'm sorry. Everyone being dead silent kind of ruined what I've been going for the past, 20 episodes. Is that a
Oh, I
problem?
see. This is how we win.
I thought you were doing something. I didn't want to interrupt.
By being polite, we win. That's the
Yes,
answer.
victory.
Savor it. So, yeah, podcast is back. Hello, everybody. How's it going?
Hello, hello.
Oh, also, I should say that I did message Kenchi. He didn't get back on Discord, but he did come back through email, and he's super fucking busy still, which again, that seems entirely reasonable given the world is on fire for a new reason every week. So that totally makes sense.
Yay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's why he's been gone. That's fine. That's understandable. And he hopes that the door will remain open for him to come back when he's less busy, which it will, as long as the show keeps going. He's welcome anytime.
hmm
You know. Yeah.
Just hope everything gets a little bit less chaotic this year. But it doesn't seem like that's going to be the case.
Get back to me in 2 months. Let's see where we are then. Christmas is going to be depressing this year. Halloween's going to be... Halloween's probably going to be kind of peaceful this year, actually, thinking about it. Yeah, okay.
The scariest thing this year has been this year.
Yeah. I mean, no kids are going to be allowed out to go and knock on strangers' doors to interact with them directly in close proximity, so, cool. Saves me some trouble. Don't have to hide in the dark. I should probably clarify. I would be hiding in the dark so the kids don't bother me and knock on my door, not because I would be hiding
I know, but the way you phrase that.
like other reasons. Also, probably a lot less of that with all the current circumstances. Let's find some silver linings, shall we, people? Let's. Yeah.
We can certainly try.
Fucking Christ. Oh, boy. So, I'm here, obviously. Better or worse. I'm Casey, also, by the way. Just to clarify that. Slice is here.
Hello, I am Slicinus. I'm.
That actually just kind of covers it, really. He's slicing us. He is. He is what? He just is. And also
I
Zero.
exist.
Hi. I also is.
You have an English degree.
I know. Doesn't mean I can't have fun with the language.
In some senses, you're the only one qualified to have fun with the language. Or you're one of the ones. You know what? Shut up. Fucking words are hard.
You shutting
almost
yourself up? Don't worry. Don't worry, Casey. It's okay.
I'm on
okay.
break next week. I can relax and do nothing, is what I would like to say, but I have to try and figure out why the fuck the government doesn't want me to send a tax return tomorrow. So that's going to be fun. Because, you know what? They haven't asked me for one, even though they're supposed to. And apparently the last day to register for it is tomorrow, and if not, then I get a fine. So that's all fucking great. I get to sit on the phone for like 3 hours waiting for someone to help me out and figure out what the fuck's wrong with the system. That's gonna be cool.
That sounds great.
Great way to start a fucking holiday. So, yeah, that's happening. I say start a holiday. This is basically meaning that I'm going to be on holiday from Tuesday to Monday, I guess, is how that's going to work. Cool.
Yay.
I don't have much room to complain. If this is as bad as things get for me, then I'm fucking blessed. So to speak. So, yeah, that's cool and stuff. I'm on break soon. It's gonna be cool. Thinking of playing some Smash. You know,
Oh yeah.
I watched
Hmm.
the Minecraft stuff for Smash. That's gonna be a thing. I probably won't play it because I've forgotten already what the first character from that pack is, and I'm not that enthused about playing Steve. What was the first character in that pack?
Min Min from
The
Arm.
the bigger question is how much does that game cost now completely with all the characters? If you just to buy it flat out.
I think it was what? Let's say dollars just for the sake of the people that fucking dominate the fucking world. Uh, $60 at base, I think, and then $30 for all of the packs for season one, and then I assume it's another 30 for season two, which is not completely out yet.
Let me just double check. I think, 'cause if I recall correctly, the Fighters Pass was $25, but if you bought each character individually, it was like $6 per character.
Yeah.
So you would save like $5 if you just bought the whole pack.
Yeah.
And then the second Fighters Pass is like $30 because it's it's 6 characters instead of 5.
Also, you can't get Piranha Plant anymore, I don't think, so you technically can't get everything in the game.
You sure about that?
I'm pretty sure that was a limited time thing. For like
I'm pretty sure it
early
was limited
adopters.
time until he came onto the shop.
It's limited time for free. I'm pretty sure you could buy him now.
Yeah.
Oh,
That feels
that's
weird to just. Yeah.
well, it was
Yeah,
a
no, you
joke
can
character
totally
anyway,
just
so it would seem
you can just
like
get him for
reasonable.
$5.
Yeah.
He's totally available for $5.
Okay. I think I have him, but I never downloaded him.
Yeah, I think I might have been in the same situation. Like I think I still have the email code, but it's expired by now.
I don't know. It's fine. Whatever. I'm not that invested. Like, I'm gonna get Joker. That's fine. That's all I need. Like, fuck everyone else.
I will play. I'll play with you. We'll play some Smash. It'll be great. I
Ah,
can't wait to try out some Minecraft Steve and place down blocks and then block people's recovery and just be a jerk.
I'm not gonna play against you. Are you kidding me? Like,
What? I haven't played in a while. Come on, it'll be fun.
I played like a couple days, and that's my entire experience with Smash. I'm not playing against you, Mister. I've been playing since the games first came out.
I mean, that's true, but still.
Shut up! Let me hustle you.
Yeah. So that was a thing to watch. Was all of how that works. Like, that is an incredibly complicated character.
Oh yeah, you have to mine, then you get to craft, and you have a bar for resources, and your most valuable resources are on the right. Your least valuable sources are on the left. Da, 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 da.
If you build, it starts from the least valuable resources, but if you build with the least valuable resources, then they break faster. You can do a minecart as one of your specials that will just shoom across the level, but it only goes down. If it tries to go up, then it'll just roll backwards. You can also do powered rails on that minecart if you happen to have redstone and gold.
Mm-hmm.
You can build TNT and build redstone and buttons connected to it. Fucking
Wow.
Christ.
Yeah.
It's really really detailed.
You have weapons with durability,
Yep.
but
All of your tools.
every
It is tools. There is a spade, pickaxe, and axe, and a sword that he will use on whatever material he's mining or like hitting someone with. And you can hit someone with tools, which is a thing. Like, fucking Christ. That have durability and they will break on you.
but if you upgrade, it will automatically fix the durability before it even goes down and bring it back to full. And whenever you're crafting, you are crafting with your most valuable resource first.
Makes
Yep.
sense.
So get those diamond swords. I think what I actually really liked about that whole presentation and stuff on Minecraft Steve is just how they didn't even change his art from his original game. He's just it just looks like somebody photoshopped him in, and that's just great.
Well, yeah, it's basically the same treatment that they gave fucking Mr. Game and Watch.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's that kind of thing.
What an amazing joke character.
Well, it's not even a joke character. It's just being authentic to what the original is. Like, if you were to try and do Minecraft Steve, but then you made him fully fucking, 3D polygonal and shit and gave him an actual fucking head.
They put a lot of humor into that character.
Yeah. I fucking love the taunt. It's such a good taunt. For
So
some
I'm just
reason.
gonna eat in front of you.
Yeah, I'm just gonna. Fucking steak. It's just like, yeah, okay. That infuriates me for some reason. Good. Good job. And I'm so glad it's part of the Final Smash as well.
The final match, which is basically just summoning a giant piston to throw them into a locked room or a trap room, and then have it just explode with creepers and TNT. And it's just like you've probably made one of these while you've been playing Minecraft. Was the explanation of why we made this as Final Smash? It's like you've done this.
Yeah.
You know you've done this.
Yeah.
That is nice to hear that they're designing the characters' moves based on, not just the game mechanics, but like player behavior. That's pretty sweet.
Also, Enderman peering into Snake's box was the fucking funniest thing in that trailer. I lost my shit at that. Just
The Enderman
I
skin,
fucking
yeah.
see you, motherfucker. That was a pretty good reveal. I was all into that.
It was just great. They also revealed some of the new Mii outfits, and the one that I want to talk about is the Bomberman one because it's straight up just Bomberman. It's not even like, oh, you see the Mii's face and Bomberman's clothes. No, it's just a Bomberman skin. You just look like Bomberman and play like, you can set up your moves, but you're still just gonna be Bomberman. And they have different colors of Bomberman. And I'm like, he's not on the game, but that's okay. I can play as Bomberman technically.
I mean, he's in the game.
As an assist trophy.
Yes.
No More Heroes star Travis touchdown is a Mii skin now.
Okay, fair enough.
Cool.
Fair enough, yeah. And you can also have the Creeper outfit for your Mii, which is terrifying, and I love it. You got Creeper and Pig.
Is it
Creeper.
Pig or Pigman?
It's Pig. It's just Pig. It's not specifically Pigman, which is why it's even more funny.
It's almost like it's an in-joke because the whole thing with the Creeper was that it was just an inverted pig.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good news for Smash. My brothers wanted Minecraft Steve to be in Smash for a long time. And like you hear about the crap they had to go through to get this character in it. Like they had to rework every single stage, which there's like over 100 stages, so that you can set blocks down in them.
I felt kind of bad hearing him talk about it, where he's like, yeah, they'll come to me and I'll be like, if I think I can do it, I'll say, yeah, we can do it. And if not, then I'll say no. And then occasionally some guy from Nintendo will be like, hey, can we put Minecraft Steve in there? Looking over his glasses, and I'm like, yeah, we can do that. Fucking goddamn it, son of a bitch. I felt kind of bad for him in that, but you know.
Yeah,
The amount of effort they had to put into that sounds like it would. They may as well just made 3 other characters. Like,
and they're
feel
doing
like
it all
Steve
from
was worth
home
it.
too at the same time.
Mm.
That's not that big of a deal.
It
Like,
kind of is like for a project like this where you need to actually talk to people and get them on a regular basis. Just fucking being in a
also,
room is way more efficient.
and it's hard to play test as well.
Yeah. Like he talked about how he would just playtest on breaks with people, and he just can't do that. He can't even do any playtesting except for occasional moments where they can do it over Smash Online.
Like
Online. They're
Sakura,
online.
it's also worth noting. I don't know if you guys saw this, but Sakurai's company, which is Sora Limited, is basically just him and his wife and like a few other people. But you know, he's got more people than that working on Smash, and he went and out of his own, basically out of his own money, he bought equipment for every single one of his employees to work from home, like updated computers and everything.
Oh, cool.
So
I'm sure
like
you
this
can
has
write
been
that
a
off for business
huge,
expense, but
yeah, it's been a huge investment of just like trying to make this thing work,
Mm.
and especially when you get like a character this big, you're just like gotta make it work. And yeah, I know. Kudos to him. I can understand why it may have been a while before Smash reveals.
Yeah.
Between makes me wonder who's next.
Hmm.
I don't know. I mean, with Steve, that's kind of one of those like impossible characters that you didn't think was possible before.
Now that Steve is out, I'm kind of. I don't think it will ever be Sora. I don't think we'll ever get a Kingdom Hearts character. I think I would cry tears of joy if we got fucking Solaire in that game. I would be so happy. So stupidly happy.
Didn't they add his armor already or something?
He has an amiibo. I don't know whether.
Yeah, he is an amiibo. He's not actually in the game.
Right. That's it. Yeah.
Yeah.
You never know. You honestly never know.
I would also laugh at all the people that would bitch about him being another fucking sword character.
Oh, right. I forgot
Yeah.
that was a thing.
Yep.
There's some people who just are always gonna make a big fuss over it being a sword character, you know?
Yeah. I'm trying to think. Like,
I've heard Doom Guy still gets thrown around, and people want Doom Guy in there.
that. Yeah, it's a. They don't like the meme choices though. Like, fucking remember the tragedy of Waluigi.
Yeah.
Fucking Christ.
Watch the final character to get revealed. It's just Waluigi. That
No.
would make me laugh.
You know what they're gonna do? The final character. They're going to show Waluigi and then have him bitch slapped out of the way by the actual final character. That's what they're gonna do. I can see it now.
I would like
They-
them to do that.
They are
I would
such
like
fucking
them.
trolls with the reveals. That's exactly what they're gonna do.
Because, like, I could see that as well. Because this, I get frustrated because a bunch of Waluigi fans kept harassing Sakurai on Twitter and everything, and I could see Sakurai as just being like, "No, you get nothing. You don't deserve the Waluigi, so I'm just gonna smash him out of the way."
Hmm.
Uh,
It would
Super
be a
Smash
real
Bros.
power move to just have fucking Waluigi there, and he's just reading a list of all these shitty tweets that he probably got sent. And then he gets bitch slapped. Just so there's no uncertainty of why this is happening and why people aren't getting what they want.
Or Luigi surrounded by blue birds. Or something. Something like a reference to Twitter.
Yeah, little blue Tweety birds. Tweety birds.
Ha 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 ha. So aside from being interested in Smash again,
Aside from it,
anything else happen for you and your week? Weeks, Casey?
it's plural. It's multiple plural now. But yes. So Hades finally came out. 1.0. And then 0.01 and 02 and 03. I don't know what they're actually on now. They've done a lot of little patches, but, you know, the game came out, basically. And I streamed it, and it was cool. The first part of it was annoying, because I'm still mad at myself. Got to the last boss, one hit away from finishing. One hit. Literally one hit. But yeah, that was a fun thing to do. You know, second part of it with like a bunch of people in the call and stuff, just chatting. Finally saw the first ending, then played the shit out of it until I saw the second ending, and then played the shit out of it some more. I have no idea how far I am away from the third ending. There are 3 endings. But, you know, it's still a lot of fun to play, even if I nearly broke my hand on my desk from frustration earlier today. But, you know, aside from that, it's fun. It's cool. It's a good game. That bow sucks, but it's a good game.
I can sense the salt.
The bow really sucks.
It's not really trying to hide it, so yeah, that sounds about right.
It's just seeping out of your pores. At least it's fun though, right?
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. And to be perfectly honest, I admit I probably just completely screwed over my own build for why I'm so frustrated with the bow in this instance. Because, you know, I did a stupid thing. Like, I was... Like, there's 4 aspects to each weapon, and the last one is supposed to be super powerful, but it's like a double-edged sword. So I was trying that out for the first time. I was like, okay. So the special does this, and the main attack does this, and it does damage to every enemy that the special hits. Like, just at once, if you hit them with the attack afterwards. Okay, cool. The attack has a long charge up. And I decided, okay, cool, that's fine, I can work with this. And I get an upgrade for the bow in the first room that's like, it will halve the range of the bow, but it will fire 2 shots at once. I'm like,
Oh, I see.
Oh no!
that seems pretty cool. I've heard that this is a good choice for this weapon, and this aspect of this weapon. I'll get that and see what happens. Oh, God. That was such a mistake. It was such a mistake. Because the way that works is, you have to stand there for a good couple of seconds, just waiting for the shot to charge up before you can actually do anything. And you basically can't do it. Like, even if you let the shot go, it will still have, like, quarter of a second wait before you can actually do anything as the shot fires. So, if you're charging up a shot, you better be sure nothing's gonna come at you, because you can't do dick about it if they do. I got hit a lot. I got angry a lot. Until I just, fuck it, just scrubbed the entire run, because I got that pissed off about it. It was such a mistake. I screwed it up so badly.
Well, you learned now. Sometimes glass cannons die. It happens.
Glass cannons are usually fast, though. That's the thing. The thing with the bow is you have to just fucking sit there and let them come at you.
It just sounds painful.
It was not good. Like, the fucking thing hit like a truck, but... Ugh. Ugh. Still a fun game though. Yeah. The fuck else did I do? I guess we did. We get all the stuff about the PS5 before we recorded last.
Um,
I can't remember.
yeah, I can't remember either.
Yeah. It looks okay.
I think I'm still not getting it at launch.
I mean, there's no reason to get it at launch. Like
Yeah.
almost every game is 2021. I think the only one is Spider-Man. It's 2020.
Oh, nice.
It's nice that
Like,
the digital edition is way cheaper though, because there's
Like, it-
basically no point in getting the physical edition.
I was okay. I saw the Spider-Man stuff where they changed the face, and I'm just like, why? Because I understand why they changed the face of Peter Parker in the new Spider-Man remaster to match a different face model, but now it's just like they wanted to have the face match up more with the voice actor, and I understand that because better expressions, I get.
They're having him look like Yuri Lowenthal.
No, not Uri Lowenthal's face. They have a different. You didn't see this?
No.
It
All
looks
right.
really bad.
I need to. I'll show you in a second. It is. Okay. I'll post this, and you can probably put this in the.
I'll be perfectly honest. I could see them making him look like Yuri Lowenthal, and it'd still look like Peter Parker.
There we go. That's the face.
Except they didn't make him expressive anymore. He's not. His face doesn't work as well for expressions because they were trying to go for like pinpoint accuracy.
He looks like a character from Harry Potter.
Yes, that was actually my first thought. Was someone made Harry Potter in Spider-Man.
I'm trying to think who. Maybe Neville?
He's got that Neville energy.
A little bit. Yeah. That's weird. Yeah. I'm not really into that, but whatever. I'll probably get used to it, I guess. Yeah.
I'll just stick with the base game that I own already.
Yeah.
Unless they're adding more content, in which case I'll probably have to check it out.
I mean, do you have to buy the remastered edition if you didn't, like, if you had the original?
It might
I
not
don't-
be a thing. It might be like a Scholar of the First Sin situation where you have to upgrade.
I don't know. Because, like, the whole thing is backwards compatible. I did look into that. And, like, so you would be able to play just the PS4 version if you really wanted to.
Oh, well, fair enough.
So I don't know whether they just roll the remastered version into, hey, you can play it on PS5 and it's just a PS5 game and it looks great now. Buy a PS5. That would probably be a
Please.
reasonable decision, to be honest.
I have to assume they're going to be coming out with more games that are going to be coming out soon for the PS5 or be announced soon for release titles because they got nothing.
Yeah. Apparently God of War is 2021, which is surprising.
Yeah.
Then again,
Wait, why is it surprising for you? Because it's just taking that long, or
because it
so
didn't
soon?
take that long. Like, think about how long God of War had been in development, like the last one.
That's fair. I have
was-
to assume they're using the same engine and models and stuff, though, for the most part. So
I guess. I mean, it
A
was
lot of
revealed
the-
in 2016 and released in 2018, and it had been in development for 2, maybe 3 years before that. And this one's turnaround is 3 years, maybe a bit more. I guess in fairness, it did come out like at the beginning of 2018, so. And they've done diddly dick with DLC or anything. They didn't have to deal with that kind of crap. So I guess they could just roll right into the fucking next game.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I hope that's good. It's gonna. It. Hmm. Hmm. Hmm.
You seem conflicted.
It was such a good game. I really hope they stick the landing on the second one. Fifth one, whatever. It's like 10th, but whatever.
It would be a serious problem if we got a Last of Us 2 situation.
Oh, that would suck. Ugh. Don't say things like that to me, because it reminds me that fucking Cory Barlog, the director, was like full-throated defense of Druckmann after Last of Us 2 came out. It was
Oh god.
Talked shit to Jason Schreier for like it was just Last of Us 2 ruined everything. I just want to say that, like, Sony just cut ties, just cut it.
So it depends then. If God of War 2 is going to try and sell a message.
I mean, God of War, the previous God of War was also trying to send a message. It had a very clear story to it and a moral and a message of what it was trying to get across about fucking parenting. That was the whole fucking thing. Top to bottom, every character. Okay, in some cases it was a little more general to family, but still, every character was nailing that message into your brain over and over again. And I just, it was so well constructed. I'm fucking terrified that they're just gonna do a Last of Us 2, like you're saying, and just kind of screw it up. And be like, no, the thing that Kratos did at the end of the game was absolutely a bad thing. And you're wrong for ever thinking he was kind of in the right on this one. Because you're fucking stupid and I hate you. Gonna let that go. Gonna let that go. So, yeah. I hope that game's good. Bottom line. Can't think of much else that was going on though. Like I say, going on break very soon. It's cool. I have another commission lined up when I come back. So that is possibly 3 I will be working on concurrently, along with Patreon stories. So that's cool. Stuff to work on, to think about when I come back after my week off, where I don't have to think about anything for a whole fucking week. As soon as I get this tech bullshit, but aside from that, yes, it's gonna be cool. I think that's everything though. I got. Yeah. So how you doing?
Not bad. Did a couple things, so that was nice.
Yeah.
I wrote them down so I wouldn't forget. First off, I headed up to Minnesota to stay with my future roommate for that weekend, and it went really well. I got to visit Mall of America, went to a park, things like that. So,
Oh my God.
Mall of America is huge.
I cannot imagine a more depressing place than the Mall of America right now.
No, it was actually super crowded.
That makes it.
Thankfully,
that doesn't really change the depressing nature of it, but okay.
That's fair.
It's just depressing for a different reason.
Up
Sorry.
in Minnesota, they do actually have a mandate for masks up there, so every single person that was inside of a building had a mask on, which was nice to see. We don't have that in Iowa.
Thumbs up.
Conservatives in Iowa too, so don't have a lot of masks going on here. So it was nice to be somewhere sensible for a little while. But we also binge watched The Boys. I haven't seen the episode that came out a few days ago because it was last weekend.
I've
that I
been
started.
watching that. It's pretty great.
It's amazing. It starts at like an 8 and it just keeps going.
Mm-hmm.
It's there are very few shows that hit the ground running as well as that show does, and I like it. So yeah, solid recommendation for me if you have Amazon Prime already for shipping related reasons, or just know someone with it and they don't mind you using their account information.
Is it just Amazon Prime
Uh,
or Amazon Prime Video?
I don't know because I just used their consoles to watch it up there, so
Okay.
couldn't tell you. I will say though, the show on whatever service it's on, Amazon Prime Video or just Amazon Prime or whatever, is 3.5 stars. And you want to guess why?
Why?
Because they release season 2 episode at a time, and they have a bunch of really stupid, pathetic idiots voting 1 star because they're complaining because the season isn't all out at once. There are pages and pages of reviews of people being offended that someone is dominating or telling them how to watch the show, or not releasing it all at once, or you'll get 5 stars when the last episode comes out, or whatever. It's so pathetic. But so the show definitely should be rated higher than it is. Don't pay attention to user score because it's useless. I think the only other thing I've actually done is I decided to replay Breath of the Wild. And as you guys heard at the beginning of this call, and it's still a great game. Weapon durability is still bullshit, but it can be overlooked. I don't really enjoy fighting a Lionel and breaking 8 weapons in a single fight, but you know, I killed it, so there's that.
I have found a good way to usually take down a Lionel without much issue. Like what's your approach to fighting a Lionel?
Used a lot of flurry attacks because
Okay. So did you know that if you shoot a Lionel in the face with an arrow, it will stun them, so you can jump on their back and then hit them with your sword repeatedly?
Yes, but it doesn't seem to do a lot of damage. What are you actually attacking them with? Is it your weapon or just?
I think it's your weapon, but I don't think your weapon takes as much durability when you do it.
Okay.
From what I've noticed, at least.
Yeah. When I farm Lionels, I tend to do it in a bunch because I have them all marked on my map. So I tend to use the Lionel bows to fight them, which is 3 arrows at once. So it's easier to get headshots. So I'll have to start doing that more. I'll have to swing by whatever tower it is that has the Elite Knight Claymore or whatever on the top of it. Because that is currently the highest damage weapon that I can easily access.
Just go raid Hyrule Castle for lots of good gear.
Yeah, I die when I do that. I have 4 hearts. So, you know, most everything can one-shot me there, which isn't a problem. It's just frustrating.
Bring
the
fairies.
Game autos. Yeah, plenty of those. The game auto saves every 2 seconds, so it's not like you lose much progress. But yeah. Oh, right. I DM'd last night again, which was a lot of fun. You get inspiration in the weirdest fucking places because I was looking at monsters, like homebrew monsters, and I found a Deathclaw from Fallout, and so I didn't know what to do at all for anything, like the setting, the location, the anything, and so I just put players through a Fallout vault. So that went pretty well. And
Sounds fun.
unfortunately, the death claws, the reason they were there was the reason was going to be that they were an amalgamation of various creatures that could regenerate, so their blood was going to be like a super medicine. So they were in the medical wing, and the party skipped the medical wing. So I never got to have them fight the death claws, which kind of sucks. But considering how inefficient the party was being in combat, I think they would have been killed. Even if I nerfed the death claws, what they could do. It was the CR level is as unreliable as those are. Did match what they were. It would have been a hard fight according to the CR calculator, but we had a druid with no attack spells, so yeah, that was, I don't know what he was thinking on that one, but all right.
Was he like trying to be a healer or what?
Himself entirely to support spells, which he never ended up casting, and wild shaping, which he burned through immediately because he kept swapping animals.
Why would you? No, that's not how you're.
I'm aware. I know how to play a druid, despite never having played one better than that. So it was not the most efficient use of a character, but it's fine. I think the standout moment was I stocked every room with a healing potion, like dispensary. So every room or every floor had 3 healing potions on it. But these were chunky healing potions. They had sat so long, they had coagulated. And so you had to roll DC 12 con check to drink them. Or projectile vomit all over the wall. The party found 9 of these potions because they explored 3 different floors. And I think they successfully drank maybe 3 of them. I didn't think a DC 12 check would be too high, especially since it was fighters drinking them. But no, there was a lot of vomiting.
That's hilarious.
Chunky health potions is pretty good.
I described it as if you tipped it back, that like unshaken ketchup, that really thin, watery liquid would hit you first, and then it would all slap into your mouth at once in a big blob. So I was pretty proud of that one. They worked really well. They were 6d6 plus 5 healing, which is better than most potions that they have. But yeah, they just couldn't seem to drink them. So I had a lot of fun on that one. I learned that when they got out of the vault, they were confronted by an enemy warlock who wanted the thing that they found, the MacGuffin. It was an enemy adventuring party, so it was actually all of my spare characters that I had to fight. And I learned very quickly that if I actually used those characters to the best of my ability to use them, the party would die very quickly. So they got nerfed pretty hard. My characters did. Although I will admit, a straight fighter versus a blade singing wizard is a bad matchup for that fighter, because the AC of the blade singer is like 29 when he's using shield and blade singing, which is almost impossible to hit. So that was interesting to have character in that enemy adventuring party just stalemated against a wizard of all things. So yeah, I had a good time, and I think the players did too. I hope no one seemed to be complaining, so that was nice. But as always, the biggest takeaway is plan your fucking turns ahead of time. I swear, half the combat in that session last night would have been a lot faster if people would just know what they were doing. Even a little bit ahead of their turn.
Even when you do plan your turns, I've had a session that was 6 hours long and was just combat.
Yeah. combat is slow. I mean, there's nothing you can do to really fix that. It helps a lot when your turn doesn't take 5 minutes.
I get stupidly ambitious with a lot of my encounters, and so I'm always making it more difficult for myself.
Ah,
Um, the last fight, I controlled a separate adventuring party, as in the same encounter as the party and a lot of enemies.
oh God, were they against the party?
They were with the party.
Oh, so you were essentially 6 more players
Yes,
or whatever.
5 more.
Oh, that's rough.
Actually, no, wait, no, because there are 3 other NPCs there as well. So like 8 more characters plus an additional 14 enemies.
Jesus, that's that's rough.
Yeah, man.
You're supposed to usually shorthand NPC combat off screen when it's not facing players. You just kind of. At
I
least I assume that's why when you look up monsters in stats, they give you the average attack damage of the monster. I assume that's what that's for.
that's just kind of letting you know on average how much they're going to do.
Oh, fair
Um,
enough.
but like thing is, I end up in situations in which, well, this other party of characters is going to be here. They are going to play a role, and this my players do care about these characters, so they want to see them do cool things. So I guess I gotta just do it.
That is understandable. Yeah. When you have the eyes of the players are on the NPCs, suddenly they have to start rolling. So yeah, it makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, fair enough. But yeah, I believe that's been my last while. Like I've said before, not much has been happening, honestly.
Mm.
Unless we want to start talking.
So
Unless we want to start talking, what?
you kind of cut out.
Unless we want to start talking about political stuff. But I
Ugh.
assume we don't want to do that.
Let's not get into that.
Ugh.
Fair enough.
I do want to say, hey guys, I've been really busy these past couple weeks because I've been working as a long-term substitute teacher.
Yay!
So I've been taking over a 5th grade class and teaching it from home with distance learning and through Zoom and everything.
Is
Yeah.
is it easier with older teenagers
with
over Zoom?
with 5th graders, it is much easier than kindergartners. So there's that.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
I've worked with middle schoolers, and middle schoolers are a bit more confrontational. Like they're a lot more disrespectful. But 5th grade is like in that sweet spot where they still want to listen to you. Like they'll sometimes get off track, but they're still like not fully blossomed into chaos. So it's been fine. Typically, with a long-term substitute, you need a teaching credential, and you need to be a sub who's been working for that school for years and everything like that. But no, I got called in, and I get the feeling it was kind of a last-minute thing, and so this has been a very valuable experience. I'm learning a lot. Also pays much better than regular subbing, which is nice. So that'll be good to get a good paycheck just in time for buying Christmas presents.
Oh God, Christmas.
But yeah, that's basically been my entirety of my weekdays. Starting tomorrow, I'm gonna have to. Okay, so here's the thing. On October 12th, we're going to go into the hybrid model of teaching in person, but with limited students kind of split up into 2 groups. And social distancing and everybody wearing masks. It's going to be very weird.
Oh boy.
So starting tomorrow, I have to they're making me do my distance learning Zoom call stuff from the teacher's classroom. So that's going to be fun. I'm going to try to set everything up there. Should be fine. Just kind of, trying to make sure that I don't run into any issues with internet or trying to log into accounts and what have you. Kind of the week that we go into the hybrid model will be my last full week. After that, I'm going to be working like 2 days after that on like the Monday and Tuesday after that, and then I'm done. Then I gotta find something else to do. But I'll hopefully get a good letter of recommendation out of this, so that's good.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
True. I mean, all of this is definitely resume building at the very, very least.
Valuable experience. Also, I've been playing a lot of Among Us with my friends.
That's a pretty good game.
I want to play it, but yeah.
It's free on phones and $5 on Steam, so very easy to access. One of my players for D&D didn't show up. We'd waited like an hour for them to show up, so we just started playing Among Us while we were waiting, which is very good because the entire arc that they're in of the story in that game is that they are trying to find out imposters that are actually people who are lying and pretending to be other people.
Getting them in the right frame of mind, then, yeah.
Yeah. Which, because of the way I've designed the storytelling and everything, the last couple sessions of that game have just been discussion over what these clues might mean, what might be going on here, and I find that really interesting. Is that my players are just having full-on discussions in character about all of these things, and there's just so much that they can dig into and theorize on. It's a very, very satisfying feeling you don't often get as a writer.
It depends on where you're publishing writing.
Yeah.
Because,
Yeah, that's true.
I'm publishing on forums, and you're right, it's really gratifying when people do that.
Mm-hmm. I also started playing this game called, you probably heard of it, Genshin Impact.
Yeah, I was going to bring that up when Slicer talked about Breath of the Wild, but then I forgot.
So Genshin Impact is made by the developers who made Honkai Impact, which I had enjoyed when what I played of that. And it is kind of like a Breath of the Wild, but gacha. Like, it doesn't have all the things in Breath of the Wild, obviously, and it's not. For some people, that's going to be a good thing. Like, there's no weapon durability. That's no longer an issue. When it rains, you're not going to slip while climbing, and you can climb everything. That's why I'm making the Breath of the Wild reference, a big, huge open world thing. And you have lots of characters that you can choose, and they each have elements, and those elements interact with each other and can stack on enemies in interesting ways, and they interact with the environment in interesting ways. For example, anytime there's water, you can use ice element to basically freeze the water so you can walk on it. And fire can burn shields, explode barrels. Lightning can electrocute water. All that sort of good stuff. And the game does give you some free 4 stars. Your main character you start off as, you can choose like male or female. They are technically a 5-star. And they get free upgrades just by progressing through the story.
Huh. Okay.
So you can totally beat the game with just the characters they give you without ever rolling the gacha, but you can also roll. The rates are pretty bad, but that being said, I haven't spent like any money and I've gotten 2 5 stars So I guess I'm just lucky.
And I think there's only like 20 characters in it currently. So
There's not a lot of characters in it right now. It
Is
has a
that
pity
gonna
system though.
change or?
They're going to be adding more
Ah,
regions,
yeah.
more characters.
I mean, it's early days for it, is my understanding. Like, there are still people talking about the launch event and stuff.
Mm-hmm. It just came out.
Did you just say pity system?
Yeah, there's a pity system. So the rates to get 4 or 5-star increase the longer you go rolling without getting.
Oh, that's actually really nice. I like that.
And you are guaranteed to get a 5-star within 90 rolls.
That's a lot, but I mean, it's better than infinite.
Yeah.
Considering how much I spent recently on a certain game, it sounds
Casey,
very
no.
nice. It sounds very
Casey,
nice.
no, Casey, don't do that.
Because the sort of the main banner that is always up will always be up, and that's kind of their equivalent to the story banner. So as long as you keep rolling on that, you'll eventually get a 5-star character, and each character has an element and their own sort of niche, and they have an attack, a charge attack, a kind of a special unique attack, which is their elemental attack, and then their ultimate sort of elemental burst thing that they have when they've used their elemental attack enough. And that's kind of their ultimate finisher thing. Or for some, it could be like an orbital giant flame thing that flies around them and deals damage, a ton of damage to everything around you. Or a full heal for the whole entire team. Stuff like that.
Okay.
So what's the actual gameplay loop then for it?
So you're running around, again, because the way elements stack with each other, you want to switch characters, because you can have 4 characters running around in your party, so you can switch on the fly with the button press, like mid-combo even, to just kind of do the element and then bada bing, bada boom. You run around, you explore, you acquire these collectibles, which you give to these statues to increase your stamina and unlock more quests and stuff. But there is a main story of essentially your character is this special world traveling being who was traveling through worlds with his sister or her brother, if you chose a female character, and one of the gods of this land interrupted them, kidnapped your sibling, and stripped you of your powers. And so now you're traveling to try and find your sibling and regain your powers so that you can leave this world, basically, and just keep on traveling. It has a kind of a Breath of the Wild glider as well. I forgot to mention, but it's like wings, so it's a really cool aesthetic look.
Oh, okay.
Because just like these wings pop out and you can kind of customize them. There's only like a few customization options. By the way, this game's on computer, it's on PC, it's on PS4, and it's on phones. The PS4 version though doesn't share the same sort of account as PC and phone. So if you go on PS4, you're staying on PS4.
Oh,
fucking Sony.
So looks great on PC. I was playing it just before the podcast. I have a character who is this lady with a great sword, and her whole thing is lightning, and her skill is essentially a parry. So when you're about to get hit, you hit it, you push the button, and she blocks the attack and then counterattacks with a huge lightning swing that hits everything around her for tons of damage, which is really nice. That's kind of my favorite character to play as. But there's lots of sort of those like daily sort of things you can do to just do challenge quests, and you explore, you fight enemies. Some like scattered through the area are these challenge areas which put you in like on a timer to hit all these enemies, or for example, just kill all of these enemies as if it's a very difficult set of enemies to kill. The timed ones are always pretty difficult, but they force you to think about the gameplay and be very liberal with your character swaps so that you can get all the extra bonuses to damage from stacking elements on an enemy. Like
Well, that's
fire and
fair.
lightning is like called overload. So if you stack fire and lightning on a character, it's going to deal a ton of damage.
Are any of those challenges like really difficult, or are they all manageable for the most
They're
part?
they're all manageable. It's just, you know, there's in terms of gear you have your artifacts, which give passive benefits, and they all have different gear sets for those. You have your weapons, and that's about it. Once you get to ascend your character a second time, which you can't do until much later into the game, you can actually upgrade your individual abilities. I don't know how easy those are to, but I've been getting a lot of materials for that just by exploring. It's a huge world. Like, it is legitimately huge. I've just been getting lost in it. There's always something interesting to see. And there's quests and everything, and you want to get your experience to get your adventure rank up. So higher adventure rank means you unlock more things that you can do, and just got up to 20, which increased the world level, which I think increases the level of all the enemies and the types of gear that will drop.
I assume that means overall difficulty, yeah, or
So
just overall better.
yeah, but it's cool. I've been enjoying it. It's just filling that Breath of the Wild urge that I have. I don't have my Breath of the Wild copy because I lent it to my friend Dawn so that she could play through Breath of the Wild.
Don't
So she is. So she's been having a lot of fun just yeeting people around in Breath of the Wild with all sorts of abilities. Well, I've just
And
been like
what
a
is
guest
the
and stuff. Yeah.
what is the game you're talking about called? Like the full name of it?
Genshin Impact.
I'll have to Google that just so I have the tab open of it.
Mm-hmm. They gave like like 2 or 3 different 10 pulls out for free just for joining in the game and getting to a certain rank in time because it just came out. I don't know if that's still going to be up.
I actually don't know what's up. There's a lot of those hero collector games have started coming out with a bunch of free stuff
Mm-hmm.
all at once, and some of them were apologizing. So I don't know what happened in the gaming industry.
Well, in this case, it was just like a launch party celebration thing.
Yeah.
But hey, free stuff. You get the currency that you use for like polling just by doing everything, essentially doing quests, opening certain chests will give you some of the currency as well.
I feel like we're just literally talking about basic gacha mechanics at this point.
So yeah, no, it is fun. I got my characters that I like, and I don't even feel the need to gacha or anything. Just I like playing those characters. So I've been playing, just plugging in some time into that. Can't believe it's free, actually, to be honest, with the actual production value going into the game. Like, they must have used a lot of gacha money from their last gacha game for this.
I would imagine. Yeah.
But, yeah. Aside from that, ReZero has reached its mid-season break.
Ooh.
They're back in January. Boy, does it suck where they left off at.
Yeah,
I'm
ReZero
dying
does
over here.
suck.
I'm not gonna let it get to me.
No?
Gonna let it
Okay.
get to me.
It's cool.
You're wrong, but it's okay. Yeah, you are entitled to your opinion, even though you're wrong. Yeah, it's my whole week's just been like focusing on trying to teach an entire class of kids and also still trying to DM 2 games at once and also still having time for myself.
I was
So
going to say one of those you could put on break, but honestly, all of those are reliant on other people. So, or other people relying on you, which is arguably worse.
Mm-hmm. So I'm just gonna relax. Maybe play some Smash Brothers. Maybe play some Smash Brothers. Yeah.
Apparently, it is National Taco Pizza Day. So if you're feeling like having taco pizza, I guess they have deals.
Is that just a folded pizza?
No, it's a pizza with like chips and lettuce and cheese and stuff on it.
That sounds really dumb.
That no, it's actually really good.
That sounds like carbs on top of carbs. That's not.
I mean, from a health perspective, yes, but this is America, goddammit.
From a health and also taste perspective, I mean, come on, it's fucking potato chips on top of bread is what that is.
Anyway,
I kind of cut out from me. I didn't actually hear you. What?
Judging everything about your country.
Yeah.
I didn't know that taco pizza was a thing until Slicer just mentioned it just now.
Oh, wow.
Ignorance does not excuse you from your crimes.
It's really good. I don't know what the hate is about.
Look, Casey, America is a very, very, very big country. We have done so many.
It's thanks to the taco pizzas.
There are so many countless food crimes that we've committed. This is just one in a long list.
Hey, it's not mayonnaise on pizza, okay?
Why?
I don't know why people do that, okay? That's a crime.
They should go to jail.
Yes. Or prison.
Seems we are in agreement. We must take them to prison jail.
Yeah. I always forget which one is the worst one. I think it's
prison.
Prison is the bad one. Okay. That feels stupid and ignorant to say, but honestly, I don't do crimes, so.
Jail is the one where you're arrested. Prison is the one where you're convicted.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So, any recommendations?
I haven't done much reading lately, so no, unfortunately not. Breath of the Wild?
I might have a recommendation. It's a thing I just saw on QQ and hasn't actually had any sex in it, so it's probably fine so far. I don't actually know whether it has... Like, I'm partway through reading it, so it's not exactly... Okay, yeah, probably pretty recently there's started to be sex in it. I'm just guessing based on the name of chapters. Yeah, it's called Reincarnated to the Past. It is on QQ, so I can't link it. Except for maybe people in the chat if they're interested. It is exactly what it sounds like. A dude gets reincarnated to the past, gets given the chance to unlock shitty powers, with the caveat that someone in the world will get a non-shitty power at the same time. And they will inevitably engage in conflict because it's fucking the entertainment thing for robs and stuff and all that bunk. Like, that part of it always rubs me the wrong way, but it's fine. It's an excuse plot, but it's fine. So yeah, he gets sent back to approximately 1000 BC in Eastern Europe. Romania, specifically. And
okay. Is this straight, regular Earth setting?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, I mean, it's like about the time that ancient Greece is sort of getting into things at this point, I think. So, yeah, he gets sent back to approximately 1000 BC in Eastern Europe. Romania, specifically. And yeah, I mean, it's like pretty about the time that ancient Greece is sort of getting into things at this point, I think. 1000 BC. 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 1000 B but he's not in the right region for that to be a factor so much. And it's all just like associations of tribes just vying for territory and things like that. And the first power he gets is perfect memory, so he can remember anything at a moment's notice.
You remember how shitty day-to-day living is in medieval times?
He's not in medieval times. He's in barely in the Iron Age, even. Like, bronze weapons are the standard, and iron is really expensive for, what expensive means when everything runs on barter systems, because coins aren't also kind of not a thing yet, either. So, yeah, so with perfect memory, he manages to remember how to do a bunch of stupid old world shit that he watched in YouTube tutorials. Like make a fucking plant fiber basket to make into a fish trap that he can put into the river and get food, and all kinds of simple stuff like that. And I'm just gonna say it goes from there. It's pretty fun and does some decent world building so far. So I'm pretty into it. I started reading that today. I am at part 19 currently.
So the person that does get fantastical powers, is it in the same universe, or is he the fuel source for someone else's power?
No, it's in the same setting. So far as I've read, he's met one of them.
Oh, okay. So there's more than one?
He gets a new power. He gets the chance to get a new power once every year, and after the first one, there is basically a time skip of him figuring out how to live in ancient times, which is about a year long. So he gets a second power then, and he has met one of the people that got a superpower thanks to him getting a superpower.
Okay, cool.
As far as I've read. So yeah, that's a pretty good one that I've been reading. So that's fun. That's all I got, though.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Anything. I guess this updated recently. I might have talked about it before. It's called "Does Voldemort Even Lift, Bro?"
I feel like I've seen this somewhere before recently.
It's okay. The story summary is that this story takes the trope/cliche of Harry Potter working out to become a fitness buff to its logical and completely ridiculous endgame. Now it's time to meet Beefcake Harry, Dude Bro Supreme, also starring his mentor, a great big buff guy named Thanos. He gets the Infinity Gauntlet at some point. For no reason, just because. So it's, yeah, I mean, it's exactly what it sounds like. It's very entertaining, but it's not something to be taken anyway seriously.
This sounds like I must read it.
That was what inspired me to read it in the first place. So we're on the same wavelength on that one. There you go. There's the link. Have fun. It's only 3 chapters, and it's only 26,000 words, but damn if every word isn't great.
I look forward to those. That's a fucking dad joke.
Thank you. I appreciate being called out like that.
So, yeah. 0. Thing.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
The thing.
Oh, yeah. The thing.
The thing. Let me get on to the thing.
Oh, yeah. Get on that thing. Oh, yeah.
Why are you doing this?
I don't know. I feel like he started it by the tone.
I hate the fact that you're not wrong.
Give me a
Sure,
second.
you having a little trouble finding the thing down there?
I'm having. Hey.
A little higher.
Hey now.
A little higher.
Hey. Don't go driving it towards this. This will only end in pain. All right, let me see if I can freaking.
If you're doing it right.
Do you want me to do the thing or not?
I need to stop. It's good I'm going on a break, so I'm not writing smut for a week. It's probably going to be pretty mentally healthy. It's going to be a good thing for me. Go ahead.
Probably.
Okay. I keep forgetting that my computer likes to forget all of my passwords whenever I try to log into something. Oh,
No, that sounds horrible.
Oh yeah, I know. It's just like normally it would save my passwords and then just let me just log in real quick. And no, now it's just like no, I give up.
Oh, the dog. Fucking God. I was wondering what the hell that was outside my window.
It's been a pretty hectic couple of weeks. Just trying to. Oh gosh,
Survive.
kids. There was one time when I just straight up my internet just died mid teaching.
Oh.
And I'm just like, please be there when I get back, kids. Please be there when I get back. Because, thankfully, one of the students, their mother is a teacher. And she just kind of took over, and I'm just like, oh, thank goodness.
That's really nice of her, actually.
Yeah, my internet's working. I don't know if it's my internet or Patreon, but it is not loading up right now.
Okay, we can
At
do
all.
it next week. I will add a reminder in the text chat. Do Patreon next week. There we go. Cool. Okay. Sorry about that, everybody. We'll get to it when we can actually do things. Patreon has been having some weirdness lately, so that's a thing.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, you remember how everyone was crowing about how Patreon was absolutely going to go belly up in the next, 20 seconds, 3 months ago?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Funny how that turns out.
Crazy. Yeah.
Friggin' drama queens. Alright, so that's an episode. I guess we're pretty much done with the thing, with the stuff.
I'd say so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
See you guys next time we see you.
Discord link in the description. Everybody's here. It's cool and stuff. And Patreon, if you feel like it, it'd be cool and
Your
stuff.
energy is just dying here.
I still have shit to write when I get off of this recording microphone stuff.
I'm gonna order a taco pizza because fuck you guys, they're good.
Enjoy the indigestion.
I will.
I'm gonna have curry. Chinese curry. Yeah. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
See you guys.